Or was it spacewalk?
It's space talk, man.
Space talk.
I don't know.
Well,
My spacewalk yesterday was pretty cool.
That was
I'd rather spacewalk, Dr. Walk.
Doing the moonwalk.
Man.
The moonwalk. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't a moonwalk.
It was definitely a moonwalk.
He was getting groovy. He was just expressing himself.
Yeah.
Getting groovy.
What did you actually tell me to do?
To walk. I said, can you walk by so I can get a film of you walking? And you literally stand up and you're like, and I'm like, what is a backwards walk? I said walk.
I said moonwalk.
No, I didn't say moonwalk. I said walk as if you're on the moon.
I had my space helmet on. How was I supposed to hear you correctly?
I don't know, but I was dying.
Do the moonwalk across the
No,
screen.
I said walk like you're on the moon, and then I said strike some poses, and you showed your rear end to the camera.
That was called the voluptuous.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that was? Instead of, chatting, we do have some things to share with everybody. Look at this picture. It's a work of art, and you would have thought someone was blind painting it, and embarrassingly enough, we were not blind. We saw what we were doing. Tell me a little bit about it.
Blindfolded. I don't know.
We weren't blindfolded.
It's called painting in the dark.
It was painting in the dark, but you're not the person. So you create this train. Where's this going? You create a train, and the person.
They know what we're talking about.
Oh, okay, my bad. So there's three of us. So there's three in the row. The first person is here with a paintbrush, with totally viewing. They're allowed to see, and then there's two people behind them. The last person is going to start. They have a blindfold on, and they say they want to draw a heart. So they're going to trace a heart on the person's back.
First.
Yeah, they say color. And then you trace whatever you want on the person's back. And then that person traces, and that person's blindfold too, traces on the painter's back. And then the painter paints. So it's like kind of like telephone when you were kids. And by the time it gets to the end, literally this was my heart, and it looks like bunny ears or shoe stuff.
That's actually pretty close, though.
It's pretty close. And then, but this one was supposed to be a sun.
And then you got this stuff, which was supposed to be a whale.
That was supposed to be a whale, and it came out GY. What did we say it was? Gangster.
Gangsta, yo.
And the white. Yeah. And then, yeah. Sorry, Al. Yeah, so, Al, which one did you do?
Oh, man.
I want to know your favorite part.
You want to know my favorite part? All right. Let me tell you which one was the most successful that I actually was in the back producing.
Determine the word successful before you.
That we traced. That we traced and actually went.
Oh, okay.
accurate.
So you're showing something.
This is the bottom was just grass.
And that I painted it. You were at the very end and did grass.
But
so
actually, that was wrong because it was actually up, down, up, down, up, down, and then somebody did an extra up.
I couldn't remember how many because I didn't count.
I did.
Hey,
because I remember it coming
count.
through the train.
As close as it's
It was
got.
definitely
And I was
up,
like,
down, up, down.
We'll go halfway. 50-50. I said 50-50 because I couldn't remember.
Hedging your bets.
Okay, you was asking me a question.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite part of this whole? So after we painted it all, we were supposed to give our interpretation of what this.
And surprisingly, him and I had the exact same.
Exact same.
And then this one came along and was like, I don't even know what you saw.
Definitely a cat playing a trumpet, right?
Yeah, it's a cat playing a trumpet, and then the bicycle coming down, and a person in a spacesuit, for sure. And then our AI thought that this was a bong.
That's definitely
that was a bong. I saw a snake, but we had a bong here.
That's an eyeball. It looks like a cool eyeball or a face.
Yeah, it could be.
What's your favorite part, Al?
Yeah, so let's get to it.
This right here is a work of art. It touched me so deeply. If you can see right here, this black. I don't know if you can see it. It might be too far away.
I can zoom up on it.
Can you zoom up on it?
Yeah.
This right here. It spoke to me. What this is, I call this the headless man. The headless man.
Stand up and show them like what it would be like. Because it's so
do the
hard
headless
to
man
see.
pose.
Do the headless.
I didn't see it for a long
Wait,
time.
that's not. You have to get lower.
Oh, wait, you gotta get in the
You
frame.
can't even see. You
You
can't
gotta come
even
in the
see.
frame.
Come
over
in.
here.
Come in.
Come back over here.
Yeah, you gotta like
Do it where I
stand
was.
back over here. And then, but the guy's like down. Yeah, now you're there. Now you're there. Just go sit down.
It's a masterpiece.
And this is who you're sending to Mars. I would say we are in trouble, world.
Yes.
So that was one really cool project. Another cool
Oh no!
Did you break it?
No.
Probably.
No.
Stand up.
No, that's just
No, you're good.
just the alien
Stand-
tape. Thank goodness. That would suck.
So another cool project. We're done with this.
Oh.
Another cool project that we learned. You explain it.
What,
Here. You can.
I want to
you
talk
can
about the rocket ship. The rocket ship.
Oh, the 3D printed one. Okay, talk about
No,
that.
I'm just kidding. I don't,
Oh my God!
I don't want to
Jesus
talk about that.
Christ! Would you please?
It's alright. I mean,
So, talk about what body. This is called body mapping. It is actually a legit form of therapy. It's been proven and people use it. And so we got a chance to use it here on Mars. We did it pre-sim, so right before we started simulation, we did a body map. And you're supposed to draw how you are physiologically feeling and then psychologically. So if like my hands are cold, I'll draw blue hands, whatever. And then if I'm, really excited or whatever. So anyway,
And what if your hands are emanating purple?
I thought you were gonna punch someone, but your real reasoning was what?
I have the power.
I'm not
I got
sure.
a power in my hands.
So yeah. So like, let's go through each part. Like that to me. So okay. So first, let's look at if I looked at this, how I would interpret it.
Yeah.
So I see all this crazy green. I thought it was like you had seaweed growing inside of you.
Yeah.
And then I was like, he has this, like, he wants to punch someone, he's mad, he has the fire in his belly, and he wants to punch your lights out. And then he's gonna feel a little sorry about it, so he has some hearts in his eyes, like Sour Patch Kids, how they're sweet and sour, they're like, I'm really nice, but then I'm gonna, like, hit you. I was very confused when looking at it. And then he had this thought bubble with a bird on it, and I was like, and then he's gonna fly us away. So, yeah, so what was going through your mind for real? Ouch.
Well, so physiologically, I drew my body with all this green fuzz in it. So that's feeling pretty good. Green is good, right? So
Green is go, not good, but
green-
okay.
Yeah, it was good to go.
Okay, good to go. Okay.
Good to go.
Good to go.
And then I had, we had just eaten this fantastic meal, and I had probably about 5 helpings of.
I'm surprised you didn't start hibernating.
It was really good. So I was feeling nice and warm and yummy in my tummy. So that was the red, or the orange, and the yellow in there. And then mentally, I had over here we have all my stresses and anxieties, and they seem kind of far away and getting further away after not using phones, technology, being involved in the common day-to-day grind, and getting all the notifications and all the stresses in normal life are kind of seem far away right now. And then this thought bubble kind of over here was blue because I was thinking about my fiance and how I miss her and wanting to see her again. And, over here we have a red heart and a pink heart on my mind. The red heart was for my family because we had done a shout out recently.
Did. Yeah.
So I was thinking about my goddaughter and my fiance and my family, and the pink heart was for my fiance. So that's romantic love is the pink heart, and familial love is the red heart. And then I have the star.
Gee, what does that mean? What does the star mean?
Proud.
Did you come up with that all on your own?
Yes.
No, you didn't. Okay, whatever.
Alright, tell them about the heart. And then I completely ignored the purple hands, and she asked me about it later, and I was like, oh yeah, that's because I got the power.
I got the power.
So that's me. And the yellow outline was my chi. So we've been doing
We've
some
been
meditation.
learning about chi.
And that's my body map.
You seem good.
I like that body map.
You are healthy. It's actually interesting because we were told by AI that a lot of people when they come through this that their body map. So this is our second body map, and usually by the second body map, you see anxiety, you see stress, you see sadness, and I guess we are an anomaly. What do you call it?
Anomaly.
We're that.
Dr. Walker, everybody.
We're that. So we're that because for some reason, like, they're so busy, and we don't even realize that we're that busy. It took us to go to Mars to realize that we were so busy in our real lives that this is not stressful at all.
Yeah.
This
Actually,
is so easy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at just a retreat.
Yeah.
Like I'm chilling.
This
You know, I mean, like,
True.
we do a lot. I'm not
True.
saying that, but it's insane to
True.
compare and contrast. Okay, what's your body map, my friend?
If you guys don't know, I'm all about the feels.
I'm gonna lift it up a little bit.
Oh,
Come in.
come in a little bit.
Yeah. Lift it up.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
I'll put a picture up. You can just hold it,
Alright.
and then I'll put a picture in the corner.
This is all about the feels, man. Something I love deeply, and this is my body map. You know, that we had that day. You know, first off at the top, I got this gray over here because I was sleepy, so this is a bed.
I'm pretty
This
sure
is
you were
disease.
half asleep when you wrote this,
Yeah,
like when you
man.
drew it.
Yeah, I was pretty.
Maybe even like 75% asleep.
Yeah. And then,
Al kind of does this thing at the end of the night where he's just.
yeah, it's hard.
And then we're like, wake up, Al, and he's like, I am.
Yeah, I always say that,
I'm
right?
like, okay.
You can make me always say, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah, but yeah, you know, that was like the main thing. And then over here was just, you know, because we're over here, you know, I have to reuse the clothes and stuff. Wasn't feeling too fresh, so I had to put the little green markers over there.
Was it the stink marks?
Yeah, stink marks.
Is that what that is? Like the smell marks?
Yeah.
They should be like brown. So that's interesting. He uses green for stink, and you use green for good.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
My stink is good.
Keep telling yourself that.
And then, you know, then we just got the red over here. That just kind of represents, like, you know, the stress. Because, you know, I'm just trying to just get away from me just always trying to focus on, like, oh, I gotta do well and stuff in the missions and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get away from that. That's what the red means. And then, but the part that was, you know, was the most sentimental was, you know, me, this is a picture of me, you know, supporting my crewmates. You know, you got Dr. Walk up here with the hair, and then you got this guy, Orca. You know it's him because his legs are like twice as long as his torso. But that's my crew right there, and I'm in the background just trying to send, you know, like my messages, you know, through his face, try to help them out because they're out there in the field. You know, I like being in the back, and you know, the Havcom, sipping on some coffee or some tea.
Your support is very valuable.
It's been a challenge for me. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I learned about this was what I'm gonna use like for my research is that any stresses and stuff that you have, any type of mental pain or any type of trauma you have, once you go into an analog mission or any type of like extreme mission, it's gonna magnify.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to find stuff about myself that got highlighted that I didn't really realize. But for me, I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that was probably the reason why I wanted to come on here was it was giving me the opportunity like to find like those missing pieces, highlighted, and I was able to fix it. Like the crew saw me in some very embarrassing situations
Nice.
that you know I don't want to get into,
No,
but
no.
I mean I will if it
No,
increase
you're
the
good.
views.
You're good.
But yeah, but you know, it's just been hard. And then, you know, I was like, you know, anything from a whole bunch of stuff. Then, you know, this situation I had like a little bit of a panic attack a little bit when I was out there in the field and stuff. Because I was letting the anxiety get to me. It wasn't even nothing serious. It literally just was me always beating myself up. Me always trying to take things really seriously. Because I'm going to think like, oh, I got to do well for the crew. And we just outside just doing like a mission, and, you know.
Yeah.
And then the whole crew was doing a great job, you know, showing me what to do and stuff. And then, you know, I just felt like I was making mistake after mistake after mistake. But it wasn't the case. And then I just had a panic attack. And then it's like overheating, and the crew had to, you know, bring me back, had to break sim and stuff. And yeah, it's just tough, you know. So, you know, it's just the mental aspect is you know, something that you just gotta deal with. And being like, you know, when you have the feels, you know, just sometimes it just kind of gets to you. But overall, I like it. Like, that's how like just different like my primary goal always has been like just the fields. Like I want to be able to learn more about myself, and gotta go into like the environments like this. Probably expose it's yourself the best. So that's basically what's going on. So
You got me in the fields now, man.
Yeah.
Well, how about some of those good fields? Where
Yeah.
are the good fields at?
Oh no, my bad.
It is quite late for him, so he is gonna start going down.
No,
And
that's
like getting like quieter and quieter and
No,
quieter.
no. But also there's been some good fields. The most thing I'm being proud of is being over here in the sanctuary. This I call the robot. I'm in the machine hospital, and I was able to actually make some machines work. Just doing that, able to boost the confidence. Maybe maybe I do got some skills out here. And
I
then-
think that the people watching, it's actually pretty important that they're hearing this, because if they want to do something like this, embarrassing things are probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Especially living so close together.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, not
Sorry.
much personal.
But I will
Yeah.
say, Al, to give yourself some more credit, because y'all, he thinks of things that we don't think of. Like he had heard in passing that I was gonna need some extra stuff in my sleeping quarters, and before I knew it, that extra stuff was there, so I was comfortable.
Yeah.
Just like little things like that. So something that you just make the team. It's a more comforting, So I think I said this last time, but just because we're not at the same level in the fields, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has their own specialty, and you really do bring a lot. So I hope that when you feel, you can feel that.
All right.
Feel that.
That's right. You got this. Yep. That's one of the most common spiritual growth techniques. You gotta focus on the positive.
Yeah.
You
Awesome.
can't focus on the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So but I'm all about it, And plus I definitely have found my calling. It's always been like if I didn't really want to go hardcore with the space, it's always would be like that crew member that that's on Earth, on the comms, organizing, sending food and stuff like that. It's always like just
In other words, he wants to send us out in danger.
Yeah.
While he sits in safety
Oh,
and says,
no.
"Peace."
No, not
Yeah.
peace.
All right, whatever. Moving on. So
We didn't see your body.
Oh
know.
man.
So I want you. What is? You know how like.
Oh, the feels. Here comes the feels.
You know what is the thing? Body dysmorphia. When you're actually really like pretty but you think you're not, right?
Yeah.
What's the opposite of you think you look awesome, but it's like, whoa, dude, get over yourself.
It's just like what egotistical.
Okay, so
No.
morning egotistical coming up. So I want to show you my pre-sim body map and my now sim, because it's so interesting. It is so interesting how much this has like changed to me, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna put my first one up on the camera, and I'll put it in a little corner. We don't have to. I'll put it in like a little corner in post processing. But
Do you see the guns?
I know. Like I said, I'm. What'd you call me? Egotistical. So I originally, as an engineer, I literally drew a figure, and I drew a sun in my chest, and that was it. And AI looked at me and was like, "Keep going." And I was like, "Nope, that's all I feel. I feel fine." And she like really pushed me to think more and more. And as she did, I'm kind of glad, because I when I stopped to really think about it, the two main things, or three main things on my shoulder was the sadness, the guilt of leaving my babies and my students and my husband. So I'm leaving my students in the middle of finals. Not cool. Leaving my baby, my husband actually sent AI a little video clip of him saying a full sentence, which he has not done. So I just feel that weight, and then of course leaving my husband behind with 3 insane dogs, the boys in the house and everything, and then his job, he does work, so it's a lot. And then I have a watch down by my wrist, and because I am constantly like, okay, what's next? What's this? What's this email? Blah, 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 blah. So then on Sol 4, we did our second one. So that was pre-sim.
Yeah.
And then we did our second one, which you guys just showed, and mine looks vastly different. And now this is like a piece of art.
Yeah.
You can put it up on like the next
there you go.
Picasso.
Got a
Absolutely
little hole
not.
right there.
But
Just
but
to smooth it out.
I know I'll put a
alright.
picture up. But
Alright.
again, me thinking I'm like so swole or something. I don't know like what I think.
Solar did not
My which I'm not. My mirror must be like one of those clown mirrors, like where you're like, "Wah." Anyway. But I felt because I got to send a video package home. I was super lucky, and I got to put my suit on and talk to my son, and it was so uplifting. And I got to see that. I mean, I knew my husband can take care of it, but you know how men can be. So I'm a little nervous about that. I was like, is everything like still alive? But he was, and it was perfect. And everyone is doing great. So I drew my second one with the star that who originally thought of it. The star stands for being
Well, we
proud.
had a whole conversation of what is the symbol for proud?
If you have a symbol, put it below. But what is it of being proud of someone? What is the universal symbol of being proud for someone else? I don't know. We said star. That's all we could come up
Trophy.
I guess.
with. A trophy's like winner.
I know.
Just use stars. 'Cause you know they give gold stars in school.
Well,
and
that's
stuff.
so he has a star in his
That's
chest
right.
because I know he's proud of me. And my son is no longer on my shoulders. He's now standing beside me saying, "Let's do this, Mommy, because I'm coming to Mars with you next."
Nice.
So, okay, that's mine.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And then one last project. We did so many projects.
Yeah.
So
God.
this is like so we should say like our daily
What kind do we
routine.
do? Yeah.
Because it's not just
We're not
this
sitting
is just
around
at night.
drawing pictures.
Yeah,
and
this is
playing
just
with
at
crayons
night.
all day.
Yeah.
We had a successful day. This was actually a
This
most
is not
successful day.
space camp.
Sometimes we play with like these guys and stuff.
No, we don't. No,
I do.
no.
I was playing with them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a little.
Oh my God! Is that the dance that you do with it?
Yeah.
Do the chicken, Bob?
Geez.
This is your dad's moves. You know that, right? Or
Shout
you
out
don't have
to
kids
shout
yet.
out to this man's dad, Dr. Sweeney. I like.
That's good. Oh
He's-
shoot! I know your dad. That's not. No, that is not a diss on you. I'm sure
Yeah.
you're way better.
Man.
Look at that.
Look at that. Oh, you got the one leg.
Oh.
So no, so actually, okay. So we wake up at 700.
Oh, yeah.
We make sure we get everything ready within.
Yep.
We're usually ready within 5-6 minutes.
Yep.
We get out. We do our exercise for 30 minutes.
Except for this morning, I forgot I was waking
That was hysterical. He was wake up. Of course, I had his back though. I'm not gonna let you
Well,
guys.
my alarm was set for 5 minutes prior to wake up time. And I woke up
That's
and,
what we
I,
all
and,
said.
I, and I was like, oh crap. It was Al's turn to wake everybody up, and I just like blew his
The wind out of his sails.
yeah. Because I
Jumped
just
the gun.
woke everybody up, so I shut off all my alarms and I went back to sleep.
And then so I waited, and then 7:01, and I was like, "Good morning, hello." So, but normally we're actually pretty tight on schedule. We don't mess around with schedules. Not under my watch. I'm pretty.
Yeah. And it was definitely not 7:01 yet. It was still 7.
Was it 7?
7:00. It was like
I couldn't even wait. I'm like,
I was a minute
like,
late. I was like,
come on.
maybe
I
like
couldn't-
30 seconds late.
No, I'm
Orca,
second late.
you
I'm
look
like,
as hot.
that is what I said.
Something I don't remember.
So I didn't say good morning. I said, Orca,
Orca.
you gonna say something? Hello.
I'm not awake yet.
Where's my coffee? All right, so we get up, we do 30 minutes of exercise, and each one of us will lead it. And then after we do a quick breakfast, I give a briefing. Usually we do an EVA in the morning, come back for lunch, do an EVA in the afternoon, and then AI. Stop it! Extravehicular.
Extravehicular activity.
Extravestibular.
What?
I don't know. Vehicular.
Vehicular. It's a vehicle.
So-
it's out of the vehicle.
Extravehicular activity is what they've called leaving any type of space capsule environment since the first EVA was conducted by the Russian cosmonauts in the early space race.
I did not know that.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
He almost wasn't able to get back
Oh
in.
snap! It continues.
He almost wasn't able to get back in because they didn't really have the spacesuit technology perfected at the time. And he actually went outside, and his spacesuit kind of like inflated a little bit. He like they had this umbilical because it was a capsule,
Yeah.
so they didn't have an airlock.
Yeah.
They had an inflatable airlock. So
Yeah.
they like blew up this airlock, and then he would like enter it. They called it the umbilical. So he like goes into this umbilical, and then they would close the inner door, and then they would depressurize the umbilical,
Yeah.
and then he would go outside. And when he went outside, his suit like inflated, and he couldn't get back into the umbilical for a little while.
Because it had to like
Yeah.
wait to adjust to get in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how
Wouldn't that be
freaky!
scary? Yeah. But anyway, extravehicular.
Well, and then any activities like the ones we just showed you are IVAs. Oh my lord, now I'm sounding like you two.
Oh my god.
IVA. It's in the hab. And then so we do our missions, and then normally after the second EVA, then AI comes in, and sometimes we'll do research.
So what kind of missions do we do, Dr. Walker?
Oh, so many. Let me tell you. We have Jiva, Diva,
Oh man.
Neva, Ava. Am I missing any? So
Neva?
what?
Neva?
Neva.
Neva, I said.
Oh.
So
Neva.
Neva is
That-
so okay. So EVA is at the end of all of them, and the front letter will change. So Neva, Diva, Jiva. So Neva is a medical EVA. So we did one of those a couple of days ago, where our friend over here got hurt, and we would have to do a search and rescue protocol. We do the first protocol is search, then and search and rescue, and then B is the March P. So we look at our surroundings, we make sure that it's even safe to approach this patient, and then we decide if it is safe. We go in, we make sure, is he even conscious? Is he with us or is he dead? And then we
Is that ABCs?
the ABCs,
Airway,
check
breathing,
the airways, all that
airway,
good stuff.
breathing,
Circulation.
If he has a gigantic, massive gashing wound, you're gonna first pack it, and then if you have to do a tourniquet, you'll do a tourniquet. If you need to do, and then one person can be doing that while another person's doing CPR, whatever the person needs, right? You're gonna check for brain damage. You can do that by shining a light in the eyes. If one pupil is larger than another and the one isn't like activated, then you know they have brain damage. Things like that. So that's a medical one. Jiva is a geological one, and a geological one is where you can do like soil samples. You can do recon mapping. Like we're making a grid beyond the hab right now. So we'll walk 15 paces in each direction, northeast, west, and northeast, west, and south. and then we'll go 15 paces, and then we'll do another 15 paces. So that's 2 rings, and then another, which will be a 3rd ring, and we'll just keep going. So we'll have our perimeter, and then we'll use the drone to do like a surveillance around that perimeter. So that's really cool. Then you have the Diva, which we actually created this mission. It's a drone.
Diva.
This is I'm glad you can recognize that you were the Diva. Ow, are you with us?
I'm with you.
You with us? All right. So Diva over here, he is actually really, really good at controlling this drone and using his like fingers and signals and things or whatever. Except for when you crashed it into my window. But other than that,
You said get it
details.
closer. I'm getting it closer.
Okay, not that close. Okay, but yes, mission accomplished. So that's been really, really cool. And now tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, the next day, before you leave, because you're departing a little early, you'll have it follow us and all that good stuff. So that's a Diva. Then the last one is going to be the what?
Well, we did our first astronomy EVA.
That's what I was going to say next. Astronomy EVA, so Ava. And that one you get to go outside and you get to practice your star consulates. And thank God we have a pilot here, because I'd still be wandering in the desert. Like, I thought you were supposed to be the North Star, because it's supposed to be the brightest star in the sky, except when a planet is sitting next to it. Because planets are way brighter, they are not the North Star. So I would have been following Jupiter last night.
Science.
We did find Jupiter last night.
I know, I would have, but if you weren't there, I would have been like, that's the brightest, let's go. And I would have still been wandering.
Yeah.
I promise I'm not that stupid. But
What?
You didn't come outside.
no, you didn't.
I was forced to team.
No, it's because it is about this time,
Yeah, I
and
probably
you're
would've
going
fell asleep.
downhill.
Yeah, I probably fell asleep right there.
You would have been
On the
like,
suit.
I'm gonna just lay down and look at the
Yeah,
stars.
look at the stars. It's like,
Yeah.
with the
So,
suit.
are those all the Evas?
Yeah. And what need?
Oh, the night Neva. Thank you, AI. Thank you. So then you do a night EVA, and the night one, I'm so looking
Medical,
forward to this.
yeah.
First, we have to do a medical one. Medicals are during the day, and then there's a night EVA where you go out and you get to do all of this in the pitch black. I'm
really?
so excited about
That
this.
makes it better.
I'm so excited. Like, we'll probably fall a few times, but that's okay.
Absolutely.
We are
Wow.
going to rescue that little guy in the dark, and I'm so excited.
This is our guy.
I want to do that. We can't do it tomorrow because we're doing sutures tomorrow. But the next day, before you leave, I want to do. Wait, can we do it the next day? We have to do a night one before you go. End of discussion. It's been made. Commander says. And what do you say to Commander?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Aye.
Aye, Captain.
No.
Oh.
Up, Chuck.
Up, Chuck.
That's what we say?
So hold on. So
Oh.
what? So when someone says aye, what does aye stand for? Where did it come from?
It comes from naval tradition.
And what does it stand for?
It's,
Oh,
no,
man.
It stands for I understand and I will comply.
That is correct. But AI did not like that we were using a nautical thing, so we said, oh, well,
We have
let's
to
just
make
come
it more
up.
spacey.
Yeah, we have to make it more spacey. So I'm over here like A for astronaut. What is AA? And he's looking at it and he goes, up, Chuck.
Understand and comply.
Understand
No,
and
I said,
comply.
You see.
Oh, you see.
What's
And we're like, you see what? Like, you see? And you're like, up, Chuck.
Up, Chuck.
So we are now going to phrase that. From now on, when you agree with someone, you can just say, up, Chuck.
Up,
Up,
Chuck.
Chuck.
If you hear everybody using it, just remember where you got it from.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, whatever. You can take it. Please don't associate that with learning with Dr. Watt. You
know,
can take that for yourself.
That's the
no,
origin.
no, I'm not-
The origin story.
Up, Chuck.
Up, Chuck.
Up Chuck. Hashtag up Chuck
Hashtag
on all the videos. So now the last IVA, I want to get this in before we maybe we'll start answering questions here in a minute. But
Yeah.
we got to make a portable telescope.
Yes, we did.
So
That's
these are
cool.
like little assembly kits that you guys can. I really encourage you, especially if you have kids or nieces and nephews, or honestly even just yourself if you go hiking a lot. Put this in your pocket and collect some samples. Put it up to light and you will get to see stuff. So what did you test? What did you put in your little? So you have a slide and you hold it up and you get to see what's in your slide.
I did a hair, and then I did spit, and then I did a cheek swab, and I did some marker juice.
That's very exciting. What did you see anything?
I did see some.
Okay, what did you get? So you are our feeler and our germaphobe. So today was great for you.
I did
Today
not
was
like
wonderful.
this. I'll tell you what I did love. I love the technology.
Yeah.
You did
It's
an
a great kit,
you
please.
did an
So it's
incredible
called
job with
Assembly
it.
Kit
You
Fold
fold it.
Scope 2.
It's amazing. He you can make it's
It's
so easy
really-
to
it's
assemble.
super fast.
It worked. What I was looking at a piece of hair from my beard that's growing in very
Y'all,
nicely.
seriously though, if we can do a time lapse of your faces,
Yeah,
it
it's
would be
gonna get
great.
bad. I have a
His,
very
his is getting longer.
I have
Yours
a
is
very
still
thick
like
beard.
you're getting there.
Yeah.
I have a very thick beard.
I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, it's just
Yours
gonna cover
is
my
really
whole face.
full.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
yours
cover
is
my
really
whole
full.
face by the
But
end
you
of
got
this.
here like 2 days
Yeah, you
before
guys-
we did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you know, I was all fresh from the day one.
So
you
what
know.
did you do? You only did a beard, hair, and what else?
And then, Dr. Walk here was, making fun of me of
I
my
would never do that.
of my fear levels. So I said, okay, let me put some saliva here. So I said, ew.
You didn't even
Then I
do
put-
saliva though. You did a cheek swab.
Oh.
Saliva is actually like
All right, cheek swab, put it up
Yeah.
on there. Then I thought I saw germs, but apparently they were air bubbles. So I was like, okay, I can handle that. I appreciate it.
It was actually pretty cool. I
liked
enjoyed
it.
that.
I liked it. Oh.
You're gonna have the creepy crawlies tonight.
That's all right. That was for the science.
Well, I'm gonna insert mine. I took my boogers and
Oh
my
my
spit.
gosh.
I hocked a loogie and I did
And
my
she labeled
boogers.
them.
And I
Boogers
labeled.
and spit.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's for my sons. They will appreciate it. Mommy's boogers. Okay, it's disgusting. I
You're
don't
the
want to
only
say
mother
this.
that goes home and gives your son presents of boogers and spit.
She had so much fun. She was so
Your mom
enthusiastic.
didn't do that. You have a conversation with your mother.
That was, oh man.
My husband will be mortified because he does not do germs. He
Oh,
will be
man.
He'll be like, that
That's what I'm
stays
talking about.
outside. That stays outside.
That's what I'm talking about. Stay away from them germs.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's funny. How do you make a 3D printer work in ice environment?
Well, our whole strategy is to use solar power.
Yeah.
That's like the things that we're using. It's pretty simple. Basically, it's how basically the most simple designs. You have a solar panel and a battery, but you want to have some type of charge controller because things can go wrong. You can have things like have the solar panel to the battery, but then power might leak back into the solar panel, maybe heat it up and damage it. And also you have to worry about make sure that the battery stays, have some charge in it, because if it goes completely dead, then you can damage the battery and things like that. So that charge controller is pretty important.
Orca, what did you learn? You interviewed some people. You're doing some research. I don't want to get too far into the research, but I am curious. Your experience here. What do you feel? What are the characteristics that you feel a crew needs? Yeah.
I'm starting to find that the most commonly identified character traits are emotional intelligence or emotional compatibility, communication skills, leadership skills, and let's see, more. It's a lot of interpersonal characteristics. So it'd be more than you think, rather than. I think a lot of people identify the just general. How do I put it? General.
Alright, you got this. You got this. General.
Well, I think general. So let me try to guess what you're saying. So like when I first answered, I was like one of them, not all of them, but just one person. I was like has to have a PhD because they have to know how to research. So your engineer has to have that. But now that I am in it more, your engineer also has to be a mechanic, because they have to know. They can't just say, well, I know how that thing works, but I can't just go fix it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't. I mean, I understand you like instructions manuals, but you can see here sometimes you don't have them. You have to be. You have to be mechanically inclined enough to just figure it out.
Yeah.
Like just go.
That's
true. So
that's true.
I think it's not just
adaptability and general skills.
And how do we conserve water? How do you wash dishes? How do you go to the bathroom? There are so many things that you really have to think about when you're in a nice environment, and it's not just in Mars; it's in the middle of the desert.
So ice environment is like isolated, confined, extreme.
Yes.
So it's when you're isolated, which means you're separated from the mass of humanity.
Yeah.
You're confined, where you actually don't really have an easy way to leave. And then extreme would be like extreme environments or extreme conditions, life-threatening. And any of these environments are very dangerous and very hazardous, especially when we talk about these. It's a lot of the psychological when we talk about the skills that are required. So we've been exploring that ourselves and thinking about what are the most important skills that we need in these type of environments. And a lot of it is emotional intelligence.
What did we come up with? Adaptability. Leadership. And we define leadership as a leader being able to take a step back too.
You can't micromanage. Micromanage is not the way.
Yeah. A good leader would be one that can is able to take a back seat if somebody is more capable and qualified to lead at that moment.
100%.
I know.
The third was
adaptability.
No, that's the first one.
Oh.
First one's adaptability, leadership, perception. Perception. You have to be able to read the room, right?
Yeah.
You have to, because when you are in a confined, isolated environment, it is only you guys. If someone is like if they're busy, read the room and don't ask questions. If they are having a moment to themselves, read the room and walk away. Or if they need something and they're like, go over, just read the room. And it's the same way outside. You have to do your surroundings, situational awareness. Is so important, and that comes in with PMarch-P. When you see somebody, situational awareness, you have to look around. You have to be smart and not ask questions. You're not going to ask your buddy, "Oh, what do we do?"
Right.
8%. Like, what do you think we got to do? Things like that. So perception was the third, and then the fourth one was.
General.
Oh,
Come on, did you pick for your 5?
Yeah, what did you picked 5.
right?
Yeah, come up with 2
Everybody
more.
did.
What?
Yeah. I mean, one
Those
thing.
were my really important ones.
All right.
I'm the rock here.
Yeah, I'll got a couple. I mean, one, I think you got to be a good organizer because rationing is a big thing that you got to do. And
Dude, I'm so worried we're gonna be starting by Soul 10.
Yeah.
I'm so scared. I'm like, what did you take out the new thing of bread? And I said, there's one more slice in the old bag. Eat that first.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm so scared we're gonna go hungry.
It's all right.
Yeah.
We can make this work.
Right.
We can do this. We can do this.
AI's laughing at me. She's like, you're fine. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah,
We're gonna be Mark Watney, like splitting
you gotta,
potatoes, you know?
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, you gotta be able to ration. That's a very, very important skill in these extreme environments.
What have we've been rationing the most here?
Water.
In bowls.
Both.
Well, washing
But
dishes takes a lot of water.
It's so much
Yeah.
water, so you have to say, okay, is this bowl worth washing? So what we've been doing, since we can 3D print tin foil, we've been putting the tin foil on the bowls, and then it's a game, because sometimes it's really hard when you use the utensils. Sorry, our battery died.
Yeah. So the bowls.
So we have to
On
put
the
tin
move
foils
forward,
on, and the game we play is that after every meal you have to take off the tin foil, and if you have a clean bowl, you win.
What do we
It's
win?
the little things in life. You get cookies.
I get cookies.
You get cookies. What did you get? Oh, no. You get showers.
Yeah.
You got
Oh,
2
yeah.
extra showers.
That's true.
You got 2 extra showers.
Love it.
Yeah.
Showers are the big one. I think that's
Yes.
probably the hardest part.
Yeah.
And that's actually a luxury we have
Yes.
here on Mars that they
Yes.
don't really have so much on the ISS.
Yeah, luxury. It
I
is.
gave them both of mine.
You give me one of yours.
Yeah, I gave him my other
Oh.
one. I only had 2. What else do you want from me? I'm trying to take care of you.
Yeah,
It's
but I've
amazing.
gone outside every single day.
Yeah, that's so true.
And it's
I
hot
did
out
one.
there. And I
That's
sweat
true.
it. I sweat a lot.
That was really, you're really
I was
gross.
like, I was gross.
You
I'm
really
still
are.
gross.
I don't smell any of you. You're really not.
Oh, yeah.
But the ISS, we learned it is disgusting. It's like
Yeah.
a guy's
Yeah.
gym bag. It's so gross because of the
Well, they don't-
contamination.
They don't shower. They can't shower up there, so they use baby wipe showers every day, and they actually throw away their clothes. So, like they'll use a T-shirt for a week, and then they'll throw it away. And they don't
They just
wash
throw
clothes.
it away.
Yeah,
they
don't wash clothes. up
They
there.
don't like use it for something like a rag or.
by a week.
Oh
of
god, it's so
sweat.
gross.
Yeah, you don't want to.
We gotta think about that. That's
In
interesting.
fact, what did we do? Oh, we're gonna see some. That just reminded me that we'd get some pretty cool culture samples.
Oh, we did a bunch of culture samples of the hab. We'll see if we're disgusting or we know how to clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the helmets.
Those are clean because I cleaned them. You won't grow anything. I did the back of the generator because we don't clean
Stay
that.
tuned, everybody.
Stay
Dr. Walks.
tuned! Stay tuned! Stay
We'll show you
tuned!
some culture samples tomorrow.
I did the size of the chair. We will. Let's do.
She's making some big
God.
claims here.
We might, if we don't. Yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe
We're
not.
cutting this out.
Yeah, maybe not. We need to wrap this up actually because we have to go to our mission. We have a medical mission tonight, so I'm gonna sign us off. I wish we could talk a little longer, but we'll come back tomorrow.
All right.
Out.